All right, what's up, guys? It is world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Heislop. Without my friend in the red hat, as Matthew Modi had something to do today and tomorrow, so we will not be here. Lucky for us, no need to worry. We can go through with me. I also have my friend Nigel, the producer. What's up, Nigel?
What's going on, Slop? What's up, guys?
Living the
Slop,
dream.
I woke up this morning and I still have all the same problems, and all the good things in my life are still good. So I think we made it.
Yeah, no, we did. I've been enjoying watching the meltdown. I always like watching the losing side. That was a hack that I had for a long time. Well, when I say long time, I mean probably 2 or 3 elections. But what you do is whenever you know who's gonna win, because you can see it on Twitter nowadays, because like the surprise, the mainstream media kind of like likes to string you along a little bit. I mean, they have ads to show, and they're in fairness, they want to keep people watching,
Yeah,
so
that's your
they
job.
have they want to keep it going. But if you're watching Polymarket stuff like that, you get a good idea of like who's going to win. So when you do that, you immediately turn it to the losing side, to their stations, and just watch. It's funny, man. It's like people take this really seriously. Like really serious. Like it's crazy. It's like, again, there is being serious, and then there's just being unhinged. We saw it in the 2021, if you just watched Fox, and then this time my choice was CNN, but I heard I messed up because I heard MSNBC was better, but I didn't know what to do, man. You know what I mean? I just made a quick decision.
I thought Jay Farr, our guy Jay Farr, he was in the Thunder Realm once. He's a good follow on Twitter, by the way. He had
Yep.
the best tweet with this, and it was just now that all the political BS is over, ask yourself some questions, and then he just goes through some stuff like life questions, like are you in shape? Are you financially secure? Do you have a healthy relationship? If the answer is no to more than one of those, you're focused on the wrong shit, and that's totally right.
Oh yeah. I'm more I'm more bankroll focused at this moment,
Yeah.
but now I'll be happy to see the feed go back to, what I'm saying, like sports, because it's been, I don't know, like I kind of, this election cycle definitely taught me a lot about social media and how to use it like responsibly, and how it can affect your brain, dude. It can affect your moods, what you're constantly being fed just affects you. So, I talk to my kids about it and stuff like that, just because my moods were affected. And I'm not even like a political guy, but whenever you're constantly being thrown, just nonsense, like it's always over and over and over about, this side, what happens if this side wins, what happens if that side wins. It subconsciously has, I don't know, the ability to like change you and how you view things. It's crazy, but it's true. So that's just something to think about. You know what I mean? Like, it's once you feel like you're consuming too much of certain types of content, put the phone down, dude. You know what I mean? Like, because it really does have an effect on you.
You know what I had to do? I'll raise my hand guilty. I used to kind of look at those like morbid mortality tweets, but now I started getting them all the time, like the death
Hmm.
videos, and I feel like it was sort of affecting me. I muted them. Like I couldn't every time on my timeline there was like a video of someone dying or like an animal dying, and I was just like, this is probably affecting me subconsciously just to see death every day.
It's so funny you say that, because that was one of the ones. Well, that was one of the things I was thinking about too. Like this, the fight videos and
Yeah, you get those all the
the
time. I've heard
people
I've
dying, and it's
yeah.
like, damn, dude, like this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like it does affect you. Even though, like, I always, if someone were to ask, like, oh, does watching someone die affect you? It's like, no. You know what I mean? I don't look to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like out actively seeking out like death videos, but they're kind of like showing up in the stream or in
Yeah.
your when you're scrolling, so you see it, and maybe it does. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure it does, because, like I said, if that's those are the things that are distracting me, and like it's being thrown in my face all the time, and it messes with your mood like bad.
For
So you just have
sure.
to be vigilant. That's all I'm saying. Just make sure whenever you do see that video, you don't gotta watch it. Whenever you do see that political poster that you never agree with, but somehow keeps showing up in your feed, just go right by. I feel better about that. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped, man. I got a lot done yesterday and today in terms of like life stuff. and it was because I was ignoring certain things.
Yeah, for sure. And I think just people need to keep stuff in perspective. I know we got people on both sides watching and listening, and just keep in perspective. Like your life is the same today as it was yesterday. Fix yourself. Work on yourself. Don't trust other people to help you.
No one's gonna help you, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody that you watched last night really, really, really cares about you personally.
No.
No one. No one does. No one's gonna care for you like you. But anyways, it's kind of morbid. Let's move on. We're gonna go through every NBA game. We got a lot of games tonight. I'm not sure exactly how many. I think it's double digits. So we should be able to go through and find certain moves. So a lot of times I like to do plus money bets for basketball, but sometimes we get stuck with the first one of the night, and it's Brandon Miller. This is a situation I hate. 17.5 is at FanDuel points. They're playing the Pistons. I think the Pistons are a little bit uppity after beating the Lakers the other night. I think Miller is going to start playing like his normal minutes. And if that happens, I think he's a 20-plus a night guy. So whenever you see 17.5 at FanDuel, that's great, but you got to take minus 111 or you got to go 20-plus. I'm not sure I totally want to do that, 20-plus, but we're not going to get alt lines until later. And if you look at the screen here, it's moved, man. Everybody had 16.5. FanDuel was the only 17.5 on the board. Now we got a bunch of 17.5. So it's moving up, and we're going to miss the good stuff. But again, we can't get the right alt lines. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get Caesars. Well, for one, I can't bet at BetMGM. That's the 16.5 right here. Minus 135. I'm not going to lay minus 135, but I can't get an alt line even if they had it there because they only let you bet like $2. And then Caesars is the next one, but they have 20-plus. They don't have whatchamacallit, like 17.5, which I think would be maybe plus money. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to pull it up right here. We'll look at points real quick. He's the first guy since his name starts with B. The alternative lines for him, I would say officially, like I might end up doing this later today, but just for sake of this show, plus 150 at Caesars is 20-plus. I bet you we can get something better than that. Nope. Plus 150 at DraftKings. So plus 150 for 20-plus feels like the move in that game. I don't know if you have any thoughts.
I don't have any specific thoughts, but yeah, I would definitely take the plus 150 over the minus 117.
I mean, I know it's 3 points, but I mean, like I said, at some point he's going to have to start playing more minutes. I think he's back from injury. The first game of the season against the Rockets, he played, I believe, 10 minutes in the first quarter. And then, and then last game, it was the Celtics, and then I'm not sure who, I'm sorry, that was the game before last. And then the last game, they're doing this weird thing where they take him out at the 6-minute mark and don't bring him back in the first quarter. I don't think that keeps up. I don't see how they can afford to keep that up. That seems dumb. But
I watched him in the Celtics game. I think that was his first game back, right?
Mhm.
He wasn't afraid to shoot, as we know. He's a shooter, but yeah, he was letting it fly.
Yeah, no, he's a shooter. He's always been ever since college. But he first game of the season, was on the 23rd. Then he didn't play. I took him over his points that night against the Celtics. He landed right on 16. We have 15.5, but that was later in the day for plus money, plus 110. So I think that was Saturday night. But yeah, other than that, in this game, I don't really have too much. I just think that you're getting the angle there is the Miller more playing time. They're not pricing his uptick in minutes, and just he's gonna be more efficient as he plays more. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So we go now to Orlando, Indiana. The thing I worry about in this game is blowout. I don't think Orlando's good. I don't think the Pacers are that good, but I don't think Orlando's good. And the way I would play this, or I'm thinking about playing it, just go Hallie, double-double, plus 135 at FanDuel. Just feels like the move. He is an assist guy. The Magic are an assist team. That's a fact. We know that already. Their assists to point guards on the season. Point guards are 11 and a half, I think, almost 11 and a half assists per game, averaging against the Magic. That's the highest in the NBA for any team. That's even more than the Nuggets, who are an assist team. So Hallie's assist feels like the move 10 plus, but the way to play it's double because his 10 plus assist at FanDuel is not 135.
Slop, can you check Wagner 20 plus points? I was just taking his box.
Which one?
Oh, Franz, sorry. He's taken a ton of shots. I'm curious if his 20 plus points is plus money.
No, it's minus 250.
So you got to go 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he took 19 shots last game, 15 the game before, 17 before that. And he's not shooting it well. That's the problem. But the volume's there.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's finishing at the rim against the Pacers are generally a good idea. But like I said, I don't know. I would think the only move in that game for me is going to be Halliburton's double-double. That just feels right. We'll move on now to hang on one second. I want to get points back up. I want to keep points up. Using a screen at OddsJam, and it's the only way. I don't know how people bet without it, dude. We're starting to get something rolling in for the this game, the Knicks and Hawks. The only thing I would recommend doing right now, Knicks Hawks wise, is Dyson Daniels. I think it's 10 plus points. I think the Hawks can hang with these guys for long enough to have this dude play. He is plus 115 for 10 plus points. I don't know that the Knicks are good defensively. I think they are. I don't think they're bad, but I don't think they're good either. So whatever that is. But
the Hawks, I watched them. They played the Celtics back to back. That might be the worst defensive team I've ever seen.
They run.
Yeah,
they run. They are actually 26th in defensive efficiency. But to be honest with you, the Knicks are not much better. They are 19th in defensive efficiency, which is, I mean, that's not good. But on the road, they're 1.157, which would make them 29th best in the NBA. So,
are you worried that that Celtics game skewed that like a ton? Like how bad they? Okay.
No, just because they I mean, that was one game. They're let me see here. They've been on the road against the Heat, Pistons, and Rockets as well. So I mean, they've only played 2 home games.
Okay.
So the idea that the Rockets, Pistons, and Heat were lighting them up kind of makes you wonder. I don't know how much road and away means, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The number's right in front of you. That's what it says. 1.157 is not good defensive efficiency. That's not good at all. Again, that's second worst in the NBA, or would be second worst in the NBA for home and away. But yeah, Dyson Daniels, low bar to cross, 10 points. You got to think that Trey is, kind of a marked man. So there is that. But Daniels kind of shoots. I mean, he scored 8 points in 23 minutes, but he took 9 shots. He took 10 shots in 24 minutes against the Pelicans. Again, he's coming back from an injury. But last game, they were getting their asses kicked. Like, this guy's been playing like 36 minutes, 34 minutes against Brooklyn. I don't know. He's a 3-and-D guy. Or not really a 3-and-D, but a defense. He's out there for defense. But at the same time, it's 10 points. It should be an up-and-down game. I couldn't imagine not taking 10-plus points, plus 115. So that would be my move from that one. That's 3 games, 3 moves right there from me. So that's pretty impressive. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Firing right out of the gate. Ricochet, maybe. I'm looking. I'm just not seeing these points for the first time. Keaton Wallace. Garrison Matthews out there, 6.5. I mean, there's just a lot. There's some injuries for Atlanta, but
yeah, they have no Bogdanovich, right?
Yeah, I don't really think that affects everybody too much. I mean, they haven't had him, so. All right, let's move on. We'll go Golden State versus Boston. I've got nothing here. If gun to my head, if I had to do something, it would be Derek White something. So I'd say 20 plus points would be it. But I mean, it's difficult, man. Golden State plays D. They're a fast-paced team, so there's that. So this game should go up and down just like, every other game does for them. But the Celtics kind of match up with it. I think it's going to be just a bombs away game.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of everyone's talking about the Tatum angle. I hate that narrative stuff. I'd be wary of that like he's gonna go off or something. I don't think that shit matters as much as people give it credit for. Like these guys just play, like they don't for a regular season game, they don't get that up for that, especially a guy who's been in the league that long.
yeah. Yeah, you never know. I mean, you'd have to know the guy. So there's that.
But his first quarter points have been the play this year. But I was trying to find the price. It's got to be so nuked. I think he's averaging like 13 points in the first quarter this year, which is insane. I'm curious what the line is because that's been cashing. Because he's playing the Celtics did a weird thing where they switched up their rotations and Tatum plays the whole first quarter. Well, now that Jalen's out, that's obviously always going to happen. But even when Jalen was there, so Tatum's been cooking in the first quarter. But I'm guessing I'm trying to find. The first quarter.
I always stay away from superstars in the first quarter. It's usually like 10 plus. In the playoffs, maybe that's an angle, but again, like you said, the regular season games, you have no idea what means what to these guys. So it's like I said, like the superstar angle in the first quarter is something I kind of steer clear of. Again, they're gonna make you go 9.5 tonight at like minus 120. So
that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not that. I mean, if you want,
that's an insane.
But,
that's an insane line for a regular season game. Like playoffs, yeah, but
yeah, I mean, like I said, you just don't like. For context, it would be like Luka in a game where they're down 2-0 and they're going back home.
Yeah,
and they give you 8.5. Or they give you 10 plus at like plus 110. You take that, But I mean, like at least there you have some angle to work with. Like this is just he's just gonna score 10 points. I mean, I don't know. Like so another guy gets hot, just things happen. I don't know. It feels like a lot. That's all.
No, I wouldn't take it for that price. If it was even money, but
moving on to the Lakers, Memphis, and this one, if you watch the NBA show this morning on the YouTube channel at Slop Rules, by the way, Ja Morant triple-double was in the parlay that I had. If you don't want to do triple-double, that's fine. I get it. His double-double is plus 110 at Fanatics, it looks like. Excuse me. Yeah, plus 110 is best offered. There's some plus 105s hanging around out there. I think he goes 10 assists tonight. I really do. I think Cade Cunningham kind of showed what can happen to the Lakers, especially on the road. Memphis runs up and down the floor, just runs. So a double-double is definitely in play. But the reason I went triple-double was because that number is way too high for Ja Morant triple-double. He's playing 30-plus minutes now. And we're looking at 1,600 at FanDuel, 1,600 at Caesars, 1,600 at ESPN. I mean, that's pretty good. 12.29 at Bet Online. That's a little more fair. I would think that number should be around 1,000. So I went with that for a parlay. I'll tell you the other leg of the parlay in a few minutes. It's another triple double, but it's a later game. And I'll be honest with you. I think he does that 10 plus assist. If you want to do assist, itself 10 plus is plus 115. So I guess that's probably better, but he could get the rebounds. That's my only problem with that. Like he could legitimately get the rebounds. Not super likely. It's way more likely that he gets the assist. So no one's saying that. But man, if he goes 25, 11, and 9 assists, that would be catastrophic. And it really only, for the double-double, being at plus 110, do you know what I'm saying? And the 10 plus assists, plus 115, it's only $5, dude. I would like to have the peace of mind knowing that he could get it in the rebounds and assists, but that's just me. So, yeah, there's certain ways to play that. But, yeah, the Lakers against point guards, man, those assists, I think they might be – they're like a borderline assist team. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th worst – or 7 teams are worse in terms of point guards per game assist. But it's right at 10. They're averaging 10. And the thing is, when you start looking at who they played – it's like, oh, okay, well, I get why this is it. I mean, Cade Cunningham went off on him, but if you look at Darius Garland, 10 assists. And you know how many minutes he played?
Garland, what, 25?
Yeah, 22.
Oh, wow.
Played 22 minutes that night. So there is that. R.J. Barrett, 12 assists against the Lakers. R.J. Barrett plays that Scotty Barnes role in Toronto, so he's not exactly a small forward. So there is that. Those are the last 3 games. You had a guy go 10-plus on him. I'm trying to think. I think the Kings did it. The Kings, Fox had 10 assists, and Sabonis had 10 assists. So I don't know. I think Morant is firmly in play for that double-double. So there's that. But I already got him at triple-double, so I can't really do too much. You know what I mean? With adding him to different parlays and stuff. So I already got him at the triple-double. So I don't know how I'm going to add him, but I'm going to definitely put him into my TikTok parlay later. So be on the lookout for that. That'll come out. I'll put that on Twitter as well, so we're all good there. But first quarter assist, Morant over 2.5 is plus 106 at Caesars. That's a little bit rich for me, but it is what it is. On the Lakers side, I really don't have anything. Other Grizzlies, though, Jalen Wells, 12-plus points, plus 110 at DraftKings. They only let me get $70 on that at DraftKings, so 73. So I'm going to have to figure out a way, and I will, to get the rest of the unit. It's only like $26, but you still want to get it. I'm going to wait until later today, though, because right now no one else has that 12. You'd have to go 15-plus. I don't want to do that. I want my 12-plus. This guy's shooting the ball, and that's all I care about. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. His home and road splits are all over the map, so there is that as well. Damn, they're saying Bally Bet is still down. They have 104, which I would take. I could take it right now, but I don't. But their site's down. It just keeps saying the app's down.
I know. Someone tweeted at us this morning.
About?
It was down. Severe Sports. He tagged you too. He was saying it was down for him. If it was that, he was asking if it was down for us. I don't actually use Bally Bet. I use Bet Rivers, which is the same lines but different book, and they're working. So
yeah. So 12+ right now you can get at plus 104 at Bally Bet, but I just tried to log in. It just spins. So that sucks. But anyways, that's in play. 40-something% 3-point shooter at home. It's a very small sample size, so don't take that too serious. But at the same time, he's scoring 12 points tonight. I'm going to end up getting the $26 down, even if it's at even money, whatever. I'm just going to get the full unit in. That way I can get loose with some parlays. So I think that's definitely going to hit. Like I do. Shooting guards have just demolished the Lakers. It's probably why those assists have been what they are. But 26 points per game to the shooting guard position, that's not good, dude.
no.
So, and then, like I said, an up-tempo, fast-paced situation, 12 points feels pretty legit. We can move on to the next game. Ooh, I just hit the MLB tab by accident. I kind of missed the boys of summer. They were fun. We can go Cleveland Pelicans. We don't have to spend a lot of time on this one because I have no idea. I would say we got to find out about Zion, make sure he's playing. Brandon Ingram's there, but we wait. Cleveland's actually good. They play defense, which sucks. Like, I hate that. Like, when they play defense, because it kind of ruins the other team. Because they're actually good offensively, so you think that the other team has to kind of chase them. But that's not the case. And then at the same time, New Orleans does not play defense very well. So all your Cleveland stuff that you like, you're like, oh, cool, I'm into it. And then all of a sudden, Cleveland's up by 30 at the half. And you're like, all right, everything loses. Sweet. So your great call. You were right. They did go off. They went off so much that they don't even have to play in the fourth quarter. Not that I think that's totally going to happen in that game. I'm just saying there's a chance. The Spurs and Houston. Not sure what to make of all that. The Pop news that sucks for him, like really bad.
Did they announce what it was specifically?
I don't think so. Not that I saw. I was watching the election, so I have no idea what happened with Pop.
Yeah, I haven't
But
seen it.
I didn't see. I just know health issues. Again, this is a weird one because everybody gets usage for Houston. It could be anybody. Very tough to put your finger on who it is. And then on the other side of it, there's 1,000 people that play for the Spurs. Although Wemby is a fun triple-double guy just because of what happened last game. Did you see that? Like he had 9 blocks.
Oh, the game
He
before
almost
that, he
had
had
triple-double with blocks.
Yeah, he's gonna have a quadruple double.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
It was the old school Hakeem Olajuwon quadruple double. Okay, Bulls Mavericks. Do not love this one. I mean, if you want to try something with Giddey, his assist number is a little bit too high for me. Luka assist is definitely in play. The problem there is that's just it's going to be pretty high, and I hate the high shit, like way high. Right now, you're looking at it's 8.5, so 10 plus will be plus money. So then immediately you gotta start thinking double. But I bet you that's minus. Yeah, so it's unplayable. Yeah, so maybe triple double. If you liked his assist, you could see triple double. But again, I mean, I don't. Now you're kind of just like throwing shit against the wall. Plus 325, plus 400 out there somewhere. So that's something to think about. I just don't know that the Bulls are totally a triple-double team. So I'd be out on that, definitely.
They're still a 3-point team, right? The Bulls.
3-point attempts, but I'm trying to figure out what they are. I don't totally have them as anything.
I was checking the three on OddsJam, the 3-point made markets. The Clay it's 4 at even money, which is insane.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, and Kyrie's 4 at 240.
Chicago 1, 2, 3, third most. So only 3 teams see their opponents shoot more threes per game. So that's definitely something that you could think about, but
the move I'd say is probably Kyrie 3+ plus 110 at DraftKings, if you want to go that way.
Look at Heat Phoenix. I wish I had something here too. I don't. Too many guys. Just way too many guys. And it sucks. Tyler Hero first quarter points. That could be a thing, but it's at 5.5, and that's at 6. So that's things. I liked it when it was at 5 better, obviously. But I don't know. Maybe we attempt that. I'm making a first quarter points parlay. It'll be like a little 3-legger, just something to give us something to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's the triple double parlay. That's not even going to start until 8. Jalen Wells doesn't start until 8. But I want to find something to get us going at 7. And I feel like first quarter points, not bad. You know what I mean? Jalen Wells is already at 2.5 even money. He goes out after like 5 minutes and then comes back in at the end. So give you a little cliffhanger, like if he doesn't have it yet. But I think he's going to hit a 3 in the first quarter. Like I really do. But yeah, other than Hero's first quarter points, I don't know. The only problem is this game's on the road, so we got to check his home road splits. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm not. I think he is a home road split guy. He's a home rims guy. And his points again, 6 at plus 106 at Caesars. Not the best. I wish it was 4.5, but whatever. We can move on. OKC and Denver. This would be a good one for assist, but they nuked our guy, SGA. He's the only one I would think about. You got to go 8+. Denver is an assist team, but again, they might get rolled with no. I don't think
Murray.
Murray's not playing, and neither is Aaron Gordon. I would say Julian Strother, we check his number off the bench points. That could be something that, I'm saying, we consider. So that would be a live move. So if I do that, I'll do that live. I'll let the game start because he does not start. Usually those point totals go down for the bench guys. So we would do that live. Pay attention. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter at Slop Rules or Dub Club. There's a link in the description. $5 for your first week. $5. You'll see what it is. Do you like it or not? Do you like winning? Do you not like winning? Do you like it sent right to you? It's super simple. Links in the description for that. But that would be a great example of a live play. Also, too, kind of sneaky, if OKC starts rolling them a little bit, maybe we do see more Strother in the second half, too.
Yeah, their bench has got to be thin with all the guys out.
Yep, his number came out at 7.5 the other night. I did 10 plus. It kind of barely got home, though. It was a fourth quarter cash, so there is that. We'll go with Toronto, Sacramento next. Sacramento should win this game after what happened last time playing Toronto, so I would definitely side with them. Only problem is they're 10.5, so it's very difficult to bet that side. RJ Barrett, his assist seemed to be a little bit too low. I'd say 7+ is in play, but then if you're going to do 7+, why not think about the double-double? Low-key, I think this dude could be a triple-double guy. He's playing Scotty Barnes role. Up-tempo game, fast-paced. The triple-double is a price move. It's not a, hey, I think he's going to get a triple-double tonight. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that this guy's not being priced. Yeah, he's 4,000 at FanDuel. He is not being priced as a guy playing Scotty Barnes' role. He's getting assists. He just had a double-double the other night. He can grab some boards. It's 3,900 now at FanDuel. It's going down. They hear us. But 1,800 elsewhere, 2,200, 2,500, 2,000, 3,000. I mean, you're getting a deal on the RJ Barrett triple-double. I would say the double-double, though, at plus 400. That might be where I might do that. Plus 475 at DraftKings, plus 525 at Ballybet. He is definitely in play. Definitely for a double-double. Could be rebounds, could be assist. Who really knows?
You know what I got for this game, Slop, right?
What do you got?
So our guy Dick, the 20+ is a bit nuked. It's minus 105 right now at DraftKings, and FanDuel's plus 102. So actually no, that's over 20.5. So FanDuel's minus 115. My bad. So my move is going to be over 21.5. You can play at BetRivers/Ballybet if you have either of those books. It's plus 120. I'm going to do a full unit on that. And then I'm going to ladder up to 25+ at plus 220 at DraftKings. Then 30+ plus 600. 35+ plus 2,000. So I put a third of the unit on those three and a full unit at 22+ points over 21.5. I mean,
Nice.
why? I'm going to keep riding it.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the last game. Is going to be Philly and the Clippers. The second leg of that parlay I was talking about with John Morant was a James Harden triple-double. Now, again, it's a triple-double. Again, no one's saying that this is just a lock, but, I mean, 850 at FanDuel feels a little high. Ballybet's giving us over 1,000, which is just wild. He's already got one. I mean, he's in the situation for a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a superstar by himself, kind of. Not really by himself, but by himself superstar-wise. Playing the 76ers, I know that was a while ago. People don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Think about every shitty job you had. If you had a chance to stick it to him, you could. Like, if you hated it there, well, I don't think he liked it there too much. So the idea that we can get him this cheap feels kind of crazy. I think if there's any night he does it, it would be at home against a team he doesn't like, which there's got to be more than one of them. And Philly matches that description. The rebounds are going to be difficult to get to. I get that. But at the same time, we're talking Philly here. They should be able to give up 10 assists. They're not a team you avoid in the assist market for point guards. So definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, it's James Harden.
Is George not playing?
He might play, but I mean, it's one of those where God only knows what happens. Just keep it close. That's all I'm asking. Keep it close.
Because that's a revenge angle too, if you want one, obviously.
Yeah, but there's no chance you could play George in a spot like that just because he hasn't even played. You know what I'm saying? Like early in the year, it's just a weird. Damn, we're not even. Oh, we got lines on him. He's 20 plus points or 21 and a half or 21 plus points. Sorry. Yeah. 22 plus points is even money at ESPN. I don't know. George is a good player, don't get me wrong, but I mean it's just you just don't know the situation. Like we literally just don't know whether he's fine, whether he's going to be limited. No, I'm not talking about whether he can play. I'm more talking about what the coach is going to do because that's more important than whether he can do it or not. There's plenty of examples of guys that could do it and then they didn't play their full minutes. You know, guys that you watch and they look fine. Brandon Miller is a great example of that. Looks fine. Still not playing his full minutes. So we'll see there.
They eased them in this early in the season.
Yeah, there's really no reason. Exactly, that's another. There's no reason to not do it. So you can't mess with them. Let them play a full minutes or let them get close and then get a good opponent, and that's a possible thing. You know what I mean? But all right, so that's gonna do it. That's all I really have. Those are my first looks throughout every game. Obviously, Underdog is going to start tweeting out stuff really soon, like really soon. Injury news and stuff like that. It's going to flip the slate right on its head, and there's going to be new opportunity. So for that, there is the afternoon stream we do on this channel at 4 p.m. And then there's also Dub Club if you can't come to stream, just get it emailed to you or sent through push notifications through that app. It's $5 for the first week. Links in the description for that. We'll win. I'm telling you, we'll win. We'll be fine. And that'll be that. Hope to see you later on. Thanks for listening. See you at 4.